to keep going. Better not be cursed. I want to have a word.
Bells, it's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my...
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
I did, but I was robbed. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Mary. All we can offer is our thanks. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me. Stop. I was fine.
Your mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
Isn't that how Mum usually is?
Quiet, you pup.
Seems Mole was as good as her word. She's reported that you've been threatening children. Your lies only inflame the matter further. Things could turn ugly very rapidly.
Taste my fury.
The lesson is death.
Can't give up. No mercy.
can't slow down. Here we go.
Trying to help.
You nearly died. Did you hear me? What would your mother and I have done?
You
Mom.
Our little hellion told us what happened. The 9 hell...
Waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it. Children! Look who's here.
I need new pockets to pick.
Seems Mole was as good as her word. She's reported that you've been threatening children. Your lies only inflame the matter further. Things could turn ugly very rapidly.
Time to press ahead.
Seems Mole was as good as her word. She's reported that you've been threatening children.
Children!
If not over,
Look
then
who's
through.
We've known enough grief this 10-day. Don't be the cause.
Seems Mole was as good as her word. She's reported that you've been threatening children. Your words may be false, but they ring truer than Mole's tales. You're off the hook.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
This way. I should take that.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? No, the druids are too powerful. We can't stand against them all. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense. It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task. I suppose so. We don't have much, but we'll scrape together whatever we can. Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break, Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you. I was being quite sincere, I assure you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. I know that what I ask may seem unreasonable, but I promise I only make such a request because it is so incredibly important. Please, trust me. Your help could be the difference between life and death.
You become one with Gale's mind, and you can feel something sinister oppressing you. It's inside of you, a mighty darkness radiating from your chest. You could try to push further, but your hold over Gale feels brittle. It won't be easy delving deeper without him noticing. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Keeping me in suspense, are you? Come on, tell me. Do we have an agreement or not? Thank you. I see my trust in you was not misplaced. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Another step forward. Here goes nothing.
Goblins' nose. So many ways to die.
I need a quick word.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. Well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight. There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of it. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line? Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt, I'm looking forward.
Nose. So many ways to die.
Something good here, I hope.
looking at you is painful enough. I already told you. Have it. How stupid are you?
Die if I'm heroic and reeking of this place. Never gonna.
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zathis purification device. So the library was the gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of yet we still collect more. Infinities upon I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less. Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass. I expect I am your first. I suppose I am as alien to you as you are to me. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake. It was an observation, not a compliment. No matter. I do not intend to stay long in this place.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Lower. You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses?
Thanks. What do you want from me? On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side. And I just
I just ran.
The map. Show me.
No hard feelings.
The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment, I ate tongue stew that very night.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Kenyak, your tantrum proves you no wiser than a hatchling. The teethling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. The creche holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more. I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run.
Don't you lie to me, boy. I know you have it.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off. I will!
Well met. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need. Sylvanus,
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I fail to see the distinction.
Come on, Rick. Now what? We dig a hole and be done with him?
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
Bet that will fit in my pack.
So, give.
Speak.
West, Baldur's Gate. East, Elturel. Dead goblins. Dead travelers.
Were they heading to the Druid's Grove? Do you think your kin search for you, Blazer?
I know they do not.
Something's waiting up ahead.
To cleanse myself.
Breathe deep and move.
Blazer, how would you punish someone who wronged you?
Killing is good. It culls the weak. But theft would be paid for painfully, 1,000 times over.
Good to know.
You sniffing where you ain't ought to be, friend. Might have to take that nose.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Go on. Ain't bothered mucking my blade with ya. Mind your manners. Getting drunk off that chop. There.
Never wanted the easy path. What's in here? Seems simple enough.
Looks empty.
Scream Look what we got here. Another little birdie wanting to fly. Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for heights. Funny. That's what our birdie wanted. Release me this instant, you beasts! Unless you want to join him up there, you best pay the toll. Cough it up!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
You're a true soul. I didn't know. Wouldn't dare question you, never.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back.
We'll leave you to it. Let's find you something to eat. All right, then.
Yisk Githka Tavki Krashet. The tadpole lets us command the minds of others.
An interesting development, but one to be treated with caution. For better or for worse.
No. Our only course is to deny it. This power is just another symptom of disease, and every use will sicken us further. Wise counsel. When the temptation calls, keep silent, or suffer.
No traps, please.
Stop this thing!
What's next, I wonder? I'll grab that. In her name.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
We should keep moving. Nothing. The trick of the light. Well, looks can be deceiving. Let's just move along. Time's a rare currency for both of us.